Hey, quick out of character. This was originally going to be one video, but then I couldn't edit it, so I had to break it up into multiple parts. I don't know how many parts, but we'll have this cut into bits, probably like at most 30 minutes each. Yeah. So, yeah, back to the regularly scheduled programming. Hello, Alex Flores here with another SCP document. Today's document is Incident 239-B-Clef-Kondraki. RE, Internal Affairs Incident between Doctors Alto, Clef, and Redacted Kondraki. Redacted. This report is closed. Any further edits must be approved by an O5 level authority, except for basic grammatical and spelling corrections. Any further information about this incident should be placed in a supplemental report. The report is compiled by 0112, Dr. Clef, security level redacted, 0115, Dr. Kondraki, security level 3, 0437, Cade Pathos Crow, security level 4, 0438, Dr. Gears, security level redacted, 119, FAR 2, security level redacted, 120, BHAD, security level redacted, data corrupt. Synopsis. On redacted, Dr. A. Clef made the following recommendation on the log RE SCP-239. My analysis to the situation has led me to the conclusion that SCP-239 is an unacceptable containment and security risk. Although several proposals have been made, RE using her for containing other SCPs, the example of SCP-953 and others must serve as a stark reminder of the risks of overestimating the Foundation's ability to control SCPs with reality-altering powers. I would therefore like to make the following proposal. A dagger will be constructed of SCP-148, capable of penetrating SCP-239's otherwise invincible skin. This weapon will be used to terminate SCP-239 while she is asleep and her powers are neutralized. Because of the danger of SCP-239 awakening and resistant termination, it is my recommendation that the selective operative carry SCP-668 as well in order to minimize complications. One of the dangers of this procedure is the possibility SCP-239 will awaken and perceive the operative as a friend or good person, thus changing reality to match. It is for this reason that I would like to volunteer to carry out the procedure personally. A review of my personnel file should indicate that my data expunged should allow me to carry out the operation even after a reality shift of this nature. Clef. Unfortunately, Dr. Clef made an error of transmitting his proposal in Claire instead of through secure channels. Knowledge of his plan of action reached several staff members at Site 17. As documented under Incident Report 239-A, SCP-239 had formed bonds with several staff members at Site 17. Whether motivated by ordinary sympathy or, as Clef predicted, due to SCP-239's reality-altering abilities, causing those on site to be perceived as friends, several staff members were motivated to take action to prevent Dr. Clef carrying out his proposed plan of action. In particular, Dr. Redacted Kondraki. Evidence relating to the resulting incident is unfortunately incomplete and unclear at best. Efforts are currently underway to piece together the events that occurred through personal logs, official records, and post-incident interviews. Surveillance log X92 redacted. Date redacted. 2302. Dr. Kondraki departs living quarters redacted. 0003. Access to SCP-408 containment unit authorized by Dr. Kondraki. 0005. Dr. Kondraki enters containment. 0513. Dr. Kondraki exits containment. Personal log of Dr. A. Clef, security level redacted. I-A-H-C. Being of sound of mind and body, hereby declare that the actions I'm about to take are mine and mine alone, and that I'm not acting on any orders outside of body or official Foundation representative. I also declare that I am a liar, which is part of my prior statement, is a lie. I believe it for the historians and your post-incident investigators to puzzle over. Perhaps I was lying that I am a liar. There's an infinite feedback loop to crash brain. I believe that I've tipped my hand too far, and the time to act is now. If my suspicions are correct, and the staff at Site-17 have been compromised, it is only a matter of time before somebody there informs 239 of my plans of action. After that, it's impossible to tell what may result. My unique character flaws may help to protect me from any resulting reality shifts, but a CK class of reconstructing is still a CK class reconstructing. All things considered, I like the world as it is. I've constructed several weapons out of telecale alloy in the short time I had to prepare. They should provide me with a variety of kill options and variety ranges. Incidentally, I am disappointed in the other members of the Foundation at their lack of initiative. Though on a highly dangerous Kenner-class SCP's vulnerability, they nonetheless refuse to neutralize it. Perhaps this is a result of the SCP's reality-altering powers, or perhaps it is simple sentimentality towards a dangerous weapon that takes the form of a small child. Probably the latter. My colleagues do have a distressing tendency to show unwarranted leniency towards highly destructive humanoid Kenner-class SCPs. Hypothesis: if an enemy wished to destroy a Foundation, all they would need is 10 nuclear weapons in the Telecon range disguised as Girl Scouts. Unfortunately, I was unsuccessful in securing the Genosphere blade before leaving Site-19, which means I will be unable to use it to bypass base security. However, my outside contacts have provided me with a variety of technological surrogates which may suffice. In addition, my personal digital assistant has been linked to my ocular and aerial implants. In the event of a mission abort or failure, all data regarding to this mission shall be immediately transmitted to the GOC, all O-level Foundation personnel, the FBI's Unusual Incidents Unit, and protected. In the event of personal life-side termination, the Clef unit at the GOC Treble is to execute procedure Pizzicato, planetary sterilization. By the way, I'd like to remind everyone reading this log at post-incident investigation. Hi there, ma'am. That I'm a liar, and that there is no Clef unit at the GOC, no procedure Pizzicato, and no data dump to be carried out in the event of my death. Probably not. Maybe. There's a good chance of it. Arrival in 10 minutes. Mission begins. Surveillance log X92 redacted. Date redacted. 4:45. VTOL 505 arrives at landing pad 7. 4:46. 6 Site-17 security agents arrive on scene. 4:47. Dr. Clef is ordered to exit VTOL 505 and lay down on the ground with his hands on his head. Dr. Clef complies. 4:48. Unknown event. 4 security agents temporarily stunned by effects. remaining 2 rendered unconscious. Dr. Clef is observed drawing a pistol from his lab coat and firing 12 tranquilizer darts, giving each agent a double dose of data expunged. 452, further resistance from Site 14 security personnel. 502, resistance neutralized. 510, Dr. Clef enters Site 17. Surveillance log X92 redacted, date redacted. 0511, several level 1 security personnel arrive at Site 17 main entrance. 513, security personnel neutralized by data expunged. 517, noted change in surroundings, several signs altered, hallway B7 intersection becomes dead end. 602, large flash of light erupts from hallway B7. Personnel log of Dr. A. Clef, security level redacted. It's worse than I thought. The reality shifts have already started to occur. The walls have shifted, everything's not where it should be. My Site 17 map is completely useless. All I can do now is follow the signs and hope they lead me to the right place. Damn, what the hell's going on here? I could have sworn that was the doorway a moment ago. Wait a minute. Sound of a hand slapping against metal. Butterflies. Connie, you magnificent bastard. I've read your... Another male voice is heard saying, "Spell, you son of a bitch." Data corrupt. Surveillance log X92 redacted. Date redacted. 604, SCP-408 briefly spotted before reconfiguration. Dr. Clef identified. Site 17 security alerted. 606, Dr. Kondraki spotted. Accompanied by 3 other Dr. Kondraki, subject appears to be holding highly modified camera. Feed unavailable. 610, security team dispatched to contain unit of SCP-239. 620, Dr. Kondraki neutralized. Dr. Clef leaves hallway B7. Personal log of Dr. A. Clef, security level redacted. Connie, you clever bastard. Talking to 408, did you? Convinced him to help you? Or did the damn bugs volunteer to do it on their own? No matter, you win this round. Clipped me pretty good, huh? Well, now you're dead. At least one of you is, I think. 2 bullets in the heart, 1 in the head. You'd think that'd be enough, but no. You just had to keep coming, didn't you? Maybe get up close to use the knife, didn't you? Why'd you do it, Connie? Are you working for her now? Did she call you her snuggle lumpin' and turn you into her pet? Or did you just do it because she looks like a little girl, and your damnable genes that tell you that children ought to be loved and protected are firing 10,000-fold? It's not a child, Connie. It's a monster. The worst kind of monster. One that hides in plain sight. Makes you love it before it butchers you alive. Whether you had that damn flashbulb took out my eyes. I'm thinking 2nd-degree burns on my face and forearms. My retinas are fried to hell. That's fine. They'll grow back. Until then, I can't see a damn thing, but my ocular implants still work. I can still finish the mission. I just need some help, and I think I know where to find it. 625. Site 17 Security Team Bravo ceases to exist. 630. Site 17 Security Team Bravo reemerges wearing full plate armor, carrying heaters and arming swords. Site 635. Site 17 Security Bravo engages Dr. Clef in hallway B9. 636, Site 17, Team Bravo neutralized. 637, Dr. Clef ceases movement. 638, Dr. Clef proceeds to containment facility for SCP-091-ARC. 645, containment breach, biohazard level 4 alert. Site 17 goes into biohazard lockdown. Automated alert goes out to all other SCP Foundation bases requesting assistance. Kane, Pathos Crow, and Dr. Gears respond. 701, Hull B7 secure, no movement detected. 712, movement detected. SCP-408 uncloaks Dr. Kondraki is wounded. 725, SCP-408 departs. 726, Dr. Kondraki operating camp. Feed unavailable. Personal log of Dr. A. Clef, security level redacted. I walked with Siddhartha Guatemala once. He told me that the world is an illusion, that nothing that exists is real. You've driven it home for me. Edit that out, please. Beep. There are butterflies all over the place. Nothing's real, doesn't exist, all is an illusion. I walk down a hallway and it turns into a dead end, which explodes into a shower of light. None of the signs lead where they should, none of the walls point where they should go. For all I know, you've gotten a little monster out of the facility already. Except for one very interesting fact. Have you ever wondered why women instinctively recoil from me, Connie? Have you ever wondered why I was able to get into 91's pen and let her out? Or why 166 and I get along so well? Have you ever wondered why I never talked to 105? If you knew who I was, you'd understand. But then, if you bastards knew who I was, I'd be another specimen in your collection. Another number to catalog, store, and contain. Because that's what you do, right? You catalog, store, and contain. And watch, and watch, and watch. Never act. Never move. Never take the initiative. Even when death is staring at you straight in the face. But I can act, Connie. I can always act. That's your silly little game. You can't stop me. Why, your silly little butterflies, illusions, and parlor tricks will never suffice. Because Guatemala was wrong. Everything's an illusion, and not all illusions are indistinguishable from reality. For instance, what will happen when I release an elemental spirit of wood from its containment? Well, of course, the entire facility will go into biohazard lockdown. No one gets out, so that little monster's going to be trapped in here with me. No way for you to quill sling to let her out into the world to destroy us all. Perhaps you think that's all I'm going for. Here's a little hint, buddy. It's not. No one's ever seen what 91 looks like when she flowers her fruits. I'm about to show them. 7:30. Dr. Kondraki focuses image on hallway F-19. Current location of Dr. Clef. 7:35. Dr. Clef is seen embracing SCP-091. Immediate infection occurs. 7:36. Infection now spreads across 90% of Dr. Clef's body. 7:38. Flowers are seen emerging from Dr. Clef's extremities. 7:39. Flowers begin to exude an unknown pheromone. 7:34. A local swarm of SCP-408 begins to lose cohesion. Feed unavailable. Audio log S-17 redacted. Date redacted. Unknown. Need assistance. P-091 RC containment brief. Operator. Kondraki, is that you? What the hell's going on down there? They're talking about a full lockdown. The doctor, extremely aggressive, warned Cog. Send help. Dr. Gears? I just got a report he and Kate are on the way here. Don't worry. Got it all wrong. Doc? Doc? Indistinctive shouting to somebody in the background. Data corrupt. Interview log X redacted. Date redacted. As for the first person to become involved in this incident, let's start with your involvement that night. I've been tending to SCP-408 that night, making sure maintenance kept the feeders filled properly. It was 408 who alerted me. 05 redacted. How did SCP-408 know about the situation outside? Dr. Kondraki. Hell if I know. And it wouldn't tell me at the time. What mattered, however, was stopping Clef from causing any more havoc. If I recall, you weren't very successful. No, but then again, what could I do? I had a camera and a flock of butterflies, and this wasn't much of a photo shoot. What about SCP-239? What about her? The assumption of Dr. Clef is that you were manipulated into protecting her. It certainly became the focus of my actions, once I figured out his plan, which the idiot had revealed to anyone who cared to look. Was it true then? That I did it all to protect SCP-239? That you did it because she wanted you to? To be honest, with the way that girl works, can I even be certain of my intent? The idea that she used me like that, it scares me. It scares you that she could control you? No, it scares me because if she did, I'll have to kill her myself. One more thing. Did you know about data expunged? I didn't think anyone doubted you would get caught up in this. 746. Entry of SCP-408 Swarm. Now in disarray. 750. SCP-091 has breached containment. Dr. Clef seen leaving containment. 753. Humanoid figure seen emerging from cloud of confused 408. 757. SCP-408 reverts to basic state, retreats. SCP-336 identified. 801. Dr. Clef and SCP-336 seen conversing. 803. SCP-336 removes her voice modular feed unavailable. Audio log S17 redacted. Date redacted. You. Me. Why are you here? To stop you. At this point, Dr. Clef reverts to an unknown language. Foundation language have analyzed the content of this audio file and believe it to be a variant of Ancient Sumerian. SCP-336 responds in similar dialect. There's no other way then? None. Your motives may be pure, but your methods are too extreme. I never stopped loving you, you know. I know. Data expunged. It is at this point 336 removed her voice modulator and began to speak. For safety of listeners, the portion of the recording was automatically redacted from the record. Clef cries of pain. Your dedication is remarkable, but you have shots fired. Feed unavailable. 805. Target tracking reacquired. Dr. Clef is seen reloading a handgun, leaning against the wall and clearly shaken. Blood is seen running down from both ears, apparently self-inflicted injuries to both eardrums. Nearby mirror appears to have been shattered with 3 9mm rounds. SCP-336 is no longer visible. 806. Dr. Clef slumps against the wall and slides down to the ground, appearing to weep. Flowering growths on his body wither and die. 808. SCP-408 regains cohesion and begins to swarm around Dr. Clef. Visual contact lost. Personal log of Dr. A. Clef. Security level redacted. This is data expunged, previously known as Dr. Clef. I'm not making this statement out of my own free will, but under compulsion from the first wife. Despite my efforts, I was not able to remove my own hearing before a partial command was spoken by SCP-336. I'm not sure what she meant to order me to do, but all I remember hearing are the words, "Tell me the truth." This is the truth. The truth. The truth. Sounds of breaking electronics. It is determined that Dr. Clef's PDA was shattered at this point in time. Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. Why? Because it's getting closer to 30 minutes, and the next point would have just been a really big cliffhanger. So, yeah. Make sure to like, subscribe for more. This will be in its own, playlist, and I guess I'll see you next week for part 2.